Oh, there we go. Hi, guys. Let's get into this intro and then we're going to start a conversation and get into everything else. Let's get to the intro. Hold on, y'all. Why? Get my logo up, y'all. Okay, wait. All right, now. Where's my intro, y'all? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Setting up. All right, wait, no intro. Usually my intro will be here. What is good? I might end up playing it. Let me see if I can get you to join. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see, hon. Listen, I'm on my laptop. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh. Is it gonna do it? Okay, so we just gonna get started because I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. Just give me. We're gonna go ahead and get started because I thought I put my intro on here and I set this up and it's crazy. So we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. First, I do want to show. I didn't put Karen Hooger up here, which I tried to, and y'all, it's a mess. Like Karen just. Hold on, Bella. I'm gonna try to go back live tonight. Because I am doing, I don't know if you watch it, but I am doing the Love and Marriage Huntsville and Bell Collective review tonight. So if you up around, I think come on at 8, Love and Marriage Huntsville, we can do the recap at like 10 o'clock if you're up. Oh, you got a message for Jag. Oh, we're going to get it to Jag, and I'm going to figure out how to get you up here with the message that you have for her. So we're going to start with Karen, and then we're going to jump into Jag and everything. And before I get in Paloma niece interview, I will let you say what you have to say. I'm going to give that to you. That is a promise. That is a promise. I'm going to figure out how to get you up here. But y'all, I was trying to get my intro in because I wanted the intro. I know it don't feel right without the intro, but we gonna get into it. So Karen Hooger has been found guilty for her DUI. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna figure out how to send the link while I'm talking and everything. How to get that link copied over here. And so Karen Hooger has been found guilty. Okay, now Karen said it herself. Karen said it herself. She said, "Well," she said, "What did she say?" She said, "I'll be in here for 2 years or something like that." Exactly what she said. She said, "I will be in here for a year or 2." And I said, "What?" Now Karen was drunk driving. She had too much to drink, and from what it said, okay, her husband said you had too many beers. I don't think it was too many beers. We all know Karen's drink of choice. If you watch The Real Housewives of Potomac, we all know Karen like her drink. We have seen Karen have her nice drink. Not gonna lie, y'all. And, you know, let me type it in down here. Karen has had a lot to drink. So we're going to get into it. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Go to. Okay. Okay, hold on. Get out the way. I don't. Sir. Okay, give it a minute, y'all. It's loading. Child.
I'm sorry. This happens. All right, it's not you. I'm sorry. Right. I'm extremely sorry. I am Thomas Justice's concubine. And I have the nation. Your point is what? No, what you need to do is tell me what you want. All I need you to do is listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you not everything? So what's your point? Zero to do with that. I don't. So I'm sorry. How this happens. All right, it's not. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. I am Thomas Justice's concubine. And I have the nation. Your point is what? No. No, what you need to do is tell me what you want. All I need you to do is listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, drunk as hell. Karen is exactly how Karen is.
I'm sorry.
How we see Karen.
It's not you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Karen, we this is Karen. This is Karen. I don't care what nobody say. This is Karen. This is what Karen does. The attitude is Karen. That is Karen. So Karen basically was she was basically, we don't know her sentencing as of yet. I'm not sure when sentencing is for Karen, but Karen will be being sentenced for basically her drug. What do I have her thing on the thing on the banner? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. But Karen will be sentencing for, you know, for being drunk driving. Now, they said that she was with a friend. She was upset. It was a lot going on with her husband. And then the issues with, she said her husband on the show. So I said allegedly her husband. Not just her husband, but also with issues within the marriage. She was upset at Ray, and you can see that she was upset at Ray because she was like, oh, well, you know, it's a lot done happened with her and Ray. Hold on, y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I'm trying to get my notes because I want to put that thing here because we're going to get into Jaguar. And I want people to be able to say what they got to say when it comes to Jaguar Wright. Now, we're going to go into Jaguar. So Jaguar, let me go hit stop share. Well, we're not going to hit stop sharing because we're going to go back to it. So Jaguar Wright, as you guys know, I talked about. Now, basically, hold on. Basically, with Jaguar Wright, we all know that she has an issue with Jay-Z. It's never going to end. Her and Jay-Z has some issues with Jay-Z. I don't even know if Jay-Z got any issues with her, which is crazy. Because I've never heard Jay-Z say anything wrong about her, bring her up. I don't even feel like he feels like there's something to say about her. Hold on, let me post the link. Okay, that's to join. that is anything to say about Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright has been sitting here saying things about him for the longest. And a lot of people are starting to believe that it is true. So let me stop my screen share real quick. Hold on. And we're going to go find that video because it's a video that she did live where she was basically contacting Tony Busby lawyer, and she claimed that she did not contact them. Let's see if we can find it. And found it on TikTok. And I saw it and I was like, okay. First, she talked about Yellow Beezy. She have said things about, and a lot of people heard about the Yellow Beezy, of her trying to accuse Yellow Beezy for, I feel like Jaguar, okay, I'm going to tell you how I feel, Chris, because I feel like some things she say are true, but then when you backpedal about somebody touching you, that's a big difference. I feel like Jaguar Wright, I don't think her issue mainly with Jay-Z is her career. If you got to think about it, Jaguar's on the top of her career. And all of a sudden, she's not on top of her career anymore. And I feel like her issue is with him with the career situation. Now, I always said this. I'm a fan of Beyonce, and I grew up on Jay-Z, very talented guy. I've always said this. I feel like Jay-Z probably get in trouble for bad business deals. But with stuff as of things of that nature, I don't feel like that we all know Jay-Z has tendencies. I've said this before, but I feel like the way he did Nicki Minaj with the bad business, Dame Dash, to name a few, that's where his issue will come in at. And let's remember, we don't even remember what the heck Jaguar Wright got released from the label for. Like that, we never got that information. So I believe that part, but calling Tony Busby and telling us, oh, I never contacted the law firm, to we got a video of you contacting the law firm. It's like, what is it? And then, Storm and Roll Agent said, hey, after I paid her, all of this came out. So I'm like, okay, Jag, we don't need that. You just had a whole thing at a lounge on YouTube with your performance. Great performance. I've seen it. She did a very great job. So my thing is, I say put it in the music. But we're going to go to this live. Let me go back so I can screen share everything with y'all. So this is part of the live. And we're going to play it. Let me hit the screen share. Y'all can hear it? Oh, no, let me see.
Lied. Just like Lamisha Fuller said to Adria English. They're trafficking heavy out of there. And allegedly they're trafficking little people out of there. It's funny, around the same time, back in 2023, CPS, or should I say fake Mexican CPS agents, were doing takeaway orders for children.
Pause. Now we're going to get into that CPS thing. I got some tea on that. This is the truth. There are Hispanic CPS workers. Now, if you guys been on YouTube, go into the mommy sector. There is 2 mothers that live here in the Texas state. I don't know what she say, fake it. If y'all want to go on YouTube, because I've been watching on, when I be at work, I got my little playlist I be telling y'all about that I have with YouTube. I can listen to and stuff at work. Now, do a side note. There are CPS workers. Here's the thing. There are two mommies on the mommy sector. One mother, she always get called CPS from. Her name is My Jazzy Life. Some of y'all probably heard of her. The other one is Liv. Liv had her children taken away. Her husband got custody rights of the children. After that, him and her been fighting. There was a Hispanic CPS worker that came out to her house as well. So saying it's fake and they take it, I don't know. But I was hearing some things. I don't know where she got that from. But I'm going to tell you what I was hearing in Houston. Go on Dr. Candace Matthews, and shout out to her Instagram. She spoke about how in Houston, Texas, they were trying to do some type of things with the children. And once they get done with their little care, they go to a little house they have for them. And they had no food in the fridge. It was a lot of stuff. Y'all got to go on Candace Matthews because she's been talking about it for past going on a year. And it's not Hispanic caseworkers. So that part, I don't know where she got that from. But I can say there were a lot of children in a CPS care who got their children, they got taken away from their parents. Some parents was trying to fight to get them back, and they would not give them back. I don't know why she felt like they got to do with celebrities, but it don't. Their children was contacted Dr. Matthews for food. What they were trying to give them and have some kind of interaction with the children, and it had something to do with the mayor, not the mayor, but something to do with the CPS worker and overseas. It was a mess. Go on Instagram, Dr. Candace Matthews. It's on her Instagram page. We're going to continue to play. I don't know where Jaguar was getting. Like, some of the stuff I feel like is misinformation because that's not true. But we're going to get back into it because she say some other stuff. So while they're playing, we playing that, I'm going to go ahead and go get my charger and we're going to come back. I'm going to be back.
And they took children out of their homes. And when the families went to CPS to go get their kids back, they found out no order existed. Yellow Beezy's trap house is not that far from DeSoto. It will be a good place to stash stolen children. Yellow Beezy was also questioned for the unalivement of Mo 3. And all of a sudden the feds got involved. Desiree Perez got involved allegedly, and then everything was okay. Now, you could say that I'm tripping, but in Sean Carter's statements before he started lying to the world, saying that him and Diddy were never friends.
Bella Jewel, I put it up on the banner. Let me type in, let me see if you see it on the banner. That's the banner. I put it on the banner. You could probably click it on there. Click on it and let me see. Because it should be across the screen.
Sean Carter started talking about Yellow Beezy. Why? And why is nobody talking about it now? Spirit put something on my heart, and I'm about to say it right now. I believe Mo 3 found out what was going on down there at Yellow Beezy's trap house. And I now believe he was unalive.
Okay. That's part of what she had to say. Let me stop the screen. But I did put it there. If you want me to put it down here, I can. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me put it on the bottom as well. That's part of what she had to say. But, y'all know what I'm going with this. She also said that she didn't call Tony Busby law firm. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, if you didn't, you didn't. So what? Okay, you know, but then when I went, that ain't what I saw. Let me put it back on mute. So, Okay, hold on. Let me find it. I said, what the hell? Because everybody was like, yeah, she called. I forgot who the TikToker name was that I had saw it under. And I say, what? Called who? And when the person that worked for him, okay, here it is. Hold on, y'all. The person that worked for him came out and basically said, oh, we've been trying to contact you for a while. I said, what? Wait a minute. This is a mess. This, all it is, to me, it's like men fighting the ego. She drops in. It all just like a big old mess. Hold on. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. A mess. You hear me?
Were wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to.
Bella,
and I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
And it was pretty informative and a little different than normal, and so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So,
well,
would it be okay if one of our attorneys called you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're somewhat familiar with everything. I know you've been online a long time.
Yes.
Talking about all of this.
Yes, trying to gain awareness.
Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I said just trying to gain, give the public some awareness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, so would it be okay if an attorney reached out? And
Absolutely. We can talk on Monday. And you can just, it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you, too.
Okay.
Okay, so Monday, what is the call?
Yeah, it was a call back Monday.
That's the Tony Busby Law Firm.
We're wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
And it was pretty informative and a little different than normal, and so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So, would it be okay if one of our attorneys called you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past.
This is a mess. Honey, this all is a mess. I say what now? So it's like, let me tell you what I'm getting out of this. Jaguar is in the middle because he know Jaguar's been talking, right? He knows this. Tony Busby knows this. It feels like, to me, I've been hearing people in Houston, Tony Busby made his match. I've been hearing people, Jay-Z made his match. I don't know. I will say this. It's like a feud of the ego. Because when did it become, and it made me think, is it about the victims or is it about your ego as a man? We're not going to act like men don't got big kahunas and egos when they feel like they're to another man, they got the same as them. We're not going to do that. We're going to tell the truth. Is it about the victims or is it about your ego? Or is it about, I want to prove I'm right to get the brownie points for this? Because to me, as a person who's, I've talked about it before, we've been around DV victims, as a person who's been around people who are victims, I want to know, and seeing what happens and they go through it, the trauma, figuring out who they are, healing, and trust me, healing takes years for anybody. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you lost a family member, if something traumatic happened, it takes years. Is this about the victim, or is this because I want to prove I'm right? And I feel like Jaguar is in the middle. And it's like he's using her to get it's a big ego structure to me with him. And I'm over it. You know, at this point, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then, you know, Tasha K says that something, hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm getting a little phone call. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I got invited to a shindig, and it's cowboy and cowgirl themed birthday party, and I don't know where it's at. Y'all know I don't go nowhere when it's freezing. Y'all know that. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make the best of it. So, I mean, it's New Year coming up. Might as well step out. Anywho, so Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. First of all, before I play this TikTok, because her and Mr. Kiwi over there, they be like, listen, is this for educational purposes only? Tasha K, this for educational purposes only. Okay, I will be sharing this video on TikTok for educational purposes only. Now, Tasha K came out with some tea. Hold on. What? Don't show me this. Y'all don't trust me. Hold on.
Jaguar, your internet queen. You got on
Is it doing it?
Oh.
Okay.
And I know that the attorneys were wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that how to get in touch with you exactly, or they can try to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
It was they left this phone number.
Oh.
It was pretty informative and different than normal, and so I thought I would call and right.
Yeah.
Really. And
I'm sick of
yeah,
Tasha.
so would it be okay if an attorney?
I'm sick of Tasha. Because ain't nobody asked her to do all that. But we gonna go ahead. Nobody asked her to put on the shades. Try to be funny. This is what I be saying. But let's continue.
Absolutely. We can talk on Monday. We can talk on Monday, and you can just it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you too.
Okay.
Okay, so Monday.
And also, is this the video or audio that Sir claimed that Tony Busby had that he was supposed to be using? I'm asking for a friend, but we're gonna continue.
Yeah, it was a fallback Monday.
How's the Tony Busby law firm?
So here's the thing. So Jaguar loved making it seem like people are calling her. We got word that Jay-Z is slated to sue Jaguar. He's building his case right now. Alex Shapiro is coming. They're going to have to find him. But Jay-Z is not playing. She did an interview with my mentee, Stormisha. The one that rose with
We ain't even asked for her to call him that. And shout out to Storm and Rose, because the way she did him, I was so hurt. I was like, dang, like that was messed up. The way that Jaguar Wright did Storm and Rose was totally messed up. Because for her to sit here and say that he used AI on her and then the other lady that was on there with him, I didn't like that. For you to lie on them like that, I did not like that. I didn't like that at all. But let's continue.
doing the, for the gay pastors and stuff. There's on OnlyFans for $4.99 and got fired from OnlyFans. He did address the allegations though. He said that he wasn't gay. He said he was autistic.
I'm not gonna play this.
Yeah, Stormy just said he wasn't gay. He said I'm autistic. I said, oh,
we're not doing that.
See what it was, but they did not reach out to her first. And Tony Busby did come out to say, the one who has that frivolous lawsuit with the 13-year-old victim allegedly at the time that we're going to discuss here in a minute. He said he ain't talked to Jaguar. He don't know Jaguar, ain't seen Jaguar, wouldn't know if he saw on the street. And he is not representing no Jaguar. Nobody's representing Jaguar. The only person that needs to represent Jaguar is a lawyer to get her committed and get a 5150 place on her ass. That's the only thing that they need to say. Okay? That's it. If they not talking that, we don't need to talk.
Listen. Tony, Uncle Busby say, I don't know who the hell she is. This is a mess. It's like a mess that Todd set up. In my auntie voice, Candy auntie. This is a mess. Listen, I'll move on from it. But the word on the curve is, you know, basically, Sean, Jay-Z, Carter has been building it up. And everybody was like, why he ain't sue her? Why she ain't sue her? Why he ain't sue her? It takes time to get what you need to send it out to someone. It takes time. It takes time to send out, stuff that's needed to build a case. It's not looking good. I don't know what to tell y'all. But if we get more information, baby, we gonna get more on it. Now, somebody asked me to talk about Sister Brenay Mom. Okay, Miss Brenay mother. And Brenay mother has some things to say, and we've been reading the court documents. Now, the baby sister of Brenay has decided to say, I ain't got no parts of it. I don't know why y'all blaming me. That's what my sister's got going on. Y'all don't need to put me in it. I don't have no time, no parts, no nothing. She my sister, but what I do over here is what I do over here. That's what the baby said. The baby sister. Brenay baby sister. Now, Brenay out with Tim acting like everything okay and got her screen lock as Tim, and she tried to hide his face. It didn't work. Didn't show the time. A lot of people was like, we all know they together. Yeah, we know they together, but it wasn't supposed to be none of that shown because they're still in court. They're still in court. So Brenay's mother decided to go live. I don't know when this live was done. I want to show what Brenay Mom and Tim Mom had to say, because I got something to say that I want to have something to say to Tim Mama and describe Tim mother at this point, because I feel like Tim family is not holding Tim accountable. And we are not Tim family, and we are not the lawyer that's been holding Tim accountable. Brenay mother is not holding Brenay accountable. And like it's okay to be windmilling out here in these streets. It's like, yeah, they grown, but it's people having a discussion with two adults that there are things out here. And, I've talked about this one on here. Ways to get spirits in your body from who you sleep with. And then you out here looking drained, tired, stressed, and bald. They out here sleeping with people and training these men and flopping them around between each other. They out here looking bald. No hairline. That's too much. Too much. So we're going to get into that. Hold on. And I didn't think about looking at it because it was just too much. Hold on. Like everybody was saying, Brenay learned from her mother and all this and that. I don't know if I can find that live because I didn't mean to play it for y'all anyway when we first did the live. But we're going to see what Brenay Mama had to say and a couple of things she had to say. And this is why I feel like she's not holding her accountable as an adult. And I feel like she needs to hold her accountable. Grown or not. Like, we're not going to act like, come on.
Before God, before I even had my kids, loaned them to me. But I gave them back to him.
Stop. She could have did that. But did anybody tell Brenay how wrong it is to sleep with a woman that's going through postpartum and all of that from this man's husband because she felt like he would be a best fit for her? Okay, let's continue.
So my hands are off. Sometimes as bad as we don't want our children to go through and as bad as we don't want them to deal with some things, we have to allow God to be who he is. And it says all things work together for the good of them who love him. And sometimes things might not look like it.
But the question we've been asking you since 2023, when we're going into 2025, is why did you notarize that paper and now you don't want nothing to do with it because you lost your notary license? If you knew you were going to lose your notary license, why did you notarize the paper for that young man? Oh, okay.
But they will work out. You truly understand.
Why did you notarize that paper for that young man to get his child, knowing wasn't nothing wrong with that girl? And she threatened to do this to herself. First of all, your child, your son, your child, your beloved son, my son, my son, my son, my son, my son, oh, my baby, my son. You sat here and cheated on this young girl pregnant with the twin sister. Now y'all windmilling while he laying up with the other big titty sister after that girl had a baby. Oh, my baby. Oh, that's my baby. Oh, my baby. My baby do nothing wrong. Your baby is he did a lot wrong. And then you expect for Akira to not have trauma and all this stuff after carrying your grandchild. I see why. Because when I read the court documents last week, I was like, okay, I didn't dig deeper, which I should have, but I see why Akira has said, no, you cannot see my children. I understand her. No, they cannot pick them up. I understand because you did a whole video windmilling all up on here on this internet about your son. My son. Let me see if I can find it. My son is a great son. While you getting your son got somebody. Your son got somebody windmilling for him, playing stepmama until he feel like he don't want to deal with her no more. It ain't want nobody telling for that. And that's the truth. Here it go right here. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna play it. I heard this live. I heard that thing. It pissed me off. I have a son, and one thing about me, I would never allow my son to sit here and do something else like that and not have a conversation. First of all, I would tell him if it was easy to sleep with the twin sister, knowing that the other sister wanted you while you got her at home, what do you think that make the sister? Come on now. I'm not doing this. But we gonna play it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was we're gonna play it.
Try counseling. I tried. I tried this. Listen, have you done everything you know in your heart to do? Try counseling.
No, because he should have went to therapy himself.
I tried. I tried this. I tried that. But when she did that, because she's very manipulative, and she thought that with her telling my son that she was going to kill herself and her children, that would manipulate him to stay.
if she just had a baby and she's asking your child, who is the father, to assist her, you as a mother should have told your child that he, as a father, need to assist his wife that he decided to marry with that child.
He was already, when I tell you, the divorce was talking about 2 years, 3 years ago. This is not nothing new. So this person,
if your son was an angel, he would have filed divorce. And if it was a problem like he said it was, men filed divorce first. But we gonna get into somebody that's filed divorce first, because we seeing it with Miss Paloma, aka Isis. We're gonna get into that but let's continue. I have to keep stopping and playing, y'all, because YouTube has their guidelines. And I want to continue to do this with y'all. If it's not an issue, we can have fun over here and talk. And I want to see y'all comments down here about it, because I know a lot of y'all women are like, you lost your mind. But let's continue.
This is something new that just came out of nowhere is not true. And see, the thing is, whoever gonna come for me for saying whatever I need to say, come for me. I'm ready, because I can handle my own battles. But that's the truth. That is the truth. That is the truth. My son had enough. My son had enough of her manipulating him. And what you wanna know what else? How about let's talk about the fact how she put her hands on my son. Let's talk about that. Ooh. See, the thing is
that I don't agree with. No. Okay. It's understandable. But like I said, you talking about people coming for you, baby. We read the affidavit of what your son did and what your son allowed and what your son, getting paid for his services from somebody else.
Everybody looking at her talking about, oh, Akira and Tim is doing this and Brenay is doing this. Long ago, 3 years ago, we're talking about this. That my son was talking about ending the marriage, and he was trying to do it when he was in college. It's so much, and I'm sorry if I'm giving you too much.
I'm sorry, I just didn't know.
Listen, have you done everything you know in your heart to do? Try counseling. I tried. I tried this. I tried that.
Okay. I'm going to say this. If it was that bad, sorry, y'all. Hold on. All right, back. If it was that bad, he would have filed divorce. Not get the kids first. Have Brenay sign an apartment for him. Co-sign. And they try to raise some children together. It don't make sense. We've read the documents that Tim was wilding since 2019 with Brenay's sister. That don't give him a reason to do what he did. And what killed me as a parent, I get they gonna windmill for their children. But at some point, you gotta be accountable as a mother and hold your child accountable for the mess that they bring onto themselves. You have to hold accountability as a mother and hold your children accountable for what they bring onto themselves. You shouldn't have windmilled that hard on this internet to make them look good. My child messed up. She messed up. He messed up. We're going to do what we can to make it fit. It is what it is. It's what we're going through. Point blank period. It left it like that. We would have respected y'all. But we can't respect y'all when we done read the document and then y'all lied and said, you lied and said that boy wasn't your nephew. And he came out with paperwork and say, heck yeah, y'all my family. That's some downright dirty mess. That's just trifling. It's trifling. It's ridiculous. And then she want to get on this internet and cry. Oh, I didn't know I was going through this. Oh, I'm going through this and that with this situation. It's times that I want to do stuff to myself. Oh, I want to harm myself. No, you don't. You probably do now because you're going to lose everything because it's too much with the social media, but you should have thought about that before you did that. All right, y'all. So Shamar has some things to say to Queen Op. Now, remember, I had did a video about it when she and EK were going at the Queen Op versus EK video. And we had discussed about how she was saying how Shamar, everybody knew that she started that tea first. Shamar stole it from her. Now, allegedly, I heard Shamar stole that dance from Snoop. But I don't see Snoop over here saying, oh, I'm going to sue for that because he support him. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. We'll talk about it. But, and shout out to Snoop Money Chester. Y'all go check him out on YouTube, TikTok, Bigo. He all over there. He got a lot of places. And so, well, Shamar had some things to say to Queen Op. And what he said, I'm starting to question Shamar a little because we were told, Shamar said he was born that way. Now, if you were in Atlanta, and the whole Atlanta was told two different stories. And they say first Shamar got hit by something and was like that, or Shamar was sitting on the back of the car, he was perfectly normal, and then all of a sudden he became that way. This is what Atlanta said, not me. This is allegedly, but this is what Atlanta said. I don't know. Okay? I done seen Shamar a couple of times. I don't know. So we're going to get into his response to Miss Queen Op. And Queen Op hasn't said anything. Oh, and on top of that, y'all, baby, he made a diss track with Akbar. It's interesting. So it's like everybody's battling for their spot on social media. I like it. Let me see if I can find it, y'all, because I was like, what? I said, Shamar. And it's to me, it's giving to me that Queen Op, you just came back and child, no. I'm gonna play a snippet of the song. I'm gonna play the snippet of the song, y'all. We're gonna see how hard it's hitting. Y'all let me know if y'all feel like it's hitting hard or not. We gonna hit this. Bitch, you know they can't fuck with her. Queen government on the burning all the drama, image up, did a struck with her. I'll just take your nigga, then give a bad when I'm done with her. Bad bitch, have a fun with her. Ass fat like a car with her. John Julio hit the feet, ready to shoot the one with my enemy. I'm fuck a bitch like Queen Op. Bitch, mad that day flop. Justin Bieber, I been pop. Is it hitting at all? Who wrote it? Let me see if I can find his response. I say, now let me tell you about Akbar. Akbar been on her big one lately because Akbar had her thing with Biggie. She done did the rollout. I mean, everything she done rolled out. Akbar be taking notes. Let me tell you something. We can't say these girls ain't been sitting with Nicki Minaj and not taking notes. They're taking them notes from Miss Onika Tanya Mirage, honey. Now, JT done got the notes and ran, but I have to give it to Akbar. Akbar been loyal to Miss Onika Tanya Mirage. Biggie drama, perfect. I didn't even know she did that big of a rollout till I see it myself. And shout out to her mom, till her mom said it. Shout out to Akbar. I'm giving Akbar her props now because it's perfectly done how she's taking it with this drama. And I feel like the Queen Op and Shamar did the diss that he got for Queen Op, she's going to show him how to take that and roll out with it. I give it. I ain't heard enough for Queen Op. We ain't heard enough for Queen Op because Dan and them over there sick. But, child, honey, we don't know when that get. It was very strange how Danny got sick and she got sick, child. Let's see if this is. Let me see what this is. No. I'm gotta find it, y'all, because I thought I saved it, but I didn't. But yeah, she sent her message to EK, and if I can't find it, I'm gonna tell you what he said. I was just like, what? He was threatening to sue Queen Op too. He sure did. What y'all think about it? Cause I'm kind of liking it. Hopefully it's not a hit and miss. Hopefully it's not a hit and miss. Because we about to move on to go watch this reaction about Ice's niece as well. So basically, I'm gonna tell you what he said, because that's another, we're gonna be on here a little longer anyway. He said that he should sue her. She talking about suing him for Clock That Tea. He piggyback off EK and said everybody's been using Clock That Tea. He also stated that even though she started off Bigo the way she did, Michelle was disgusting. He said that she came back thinking she was going to get somewhere, and she not. Oh, yeah, honey. He said a lot, honey. He's also came out and basically said, he said a lot of things. He said EK should have never argued with that girl because now she's bigger than her. Oh, yeah. He said it. He said it. So I said, okay. Well, he done caught that tea. He done told everybody, to be honest, he really done sat here and told us, you know, how we all felt. We all feel like, a lot of people don't want Queen Op back. And we all feel like, you know, Queen Op came back to try to get her throne back. And we just feel, I mean, a lot of people feel like this. That she got a lot of work to put in to get that back, baby. You can't just come out here and say what you're going to do to somebody, and then all of a sudden, you know, like, you don't do it. Or you don't come in and try to own your spot back. And she's been gone for a year. So what people got to understand is her fans. She got a strong fan base. I give it to her. They support her. The girl has been gone for a year. She's been gone for a year. It's nobody's really on Bigo like that. Everybody is on TikTok. Nobody's on Bigo. So I'm still trying to figure out how can somebody take something from you and nobody's on Bigo. Okay. Nobody's on Bigo like that anymore. They only came back to Bigo to watch her. Nobody came back to Bigo to, I haven't seen anybody talk about, like, everybody's been on TikTok doing their thing. So a lot of people are TikTok famous now. Bigo, I mean, she was famous with Bigo when Bigo was hot. But everybody's going back to Bigo now because TikTok may be gone in January. We're not sure because TikTok basically has some things that they have to do on their end. And yeah, that's just how that go. All right, so now we're going to get into the ISIS. And hold on, let me look on my thing and make sure I got this young lady name right. Her name is Derica Downey. I follow her on and shout out to her because she doesn't like about stuff on TikTok. I follow her on TikTok. Hold on, y'all. I follow her on TikTok. I'm not sure how to spell her name. I follow her on TikTok. And honey, she don't post much. She doesn't post much over there on TikTok. She doesn't post much. But she had a lot to say. Also, when you guys have spare time, I need you to go follow Sunday. Let me get her name right before we get into this. I want everybody's names right. I want everybody to get their credit for a lot of stuff. Sunday. Amini, I think that's how you say her last name. She has been covering the Trophy Wife saga since it came out. Honey, she done got so much background about ISIS. I don't even know if child. Oh my God. I'm going to find the court documents and we'll probably do that next week. I've been searching online. I'm trying to get it. For some reason I can't. But we're going to talk about that before we get into of Hypocrite's interview. I'm going to talk about it with the husband's niece. We saw her be vocal and more credible. Now, Sunday and also, there was some credibility from the husband's niece about the things that Sunday has been talking about. His word on the street is Paloma. Son has behavioral issues. She's had behavioral issues. Allegedly, Paloma has been in a behavioral home for children. Paloma, aka Isis. Isis is her stage name besides Trophy Wife. Allegedly, she basically would leave the children with the grandmother and go out on these dates with these men. Yes. Also, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with it. Also, what else? Y'all go check out Sunday Amini's video. She has everything credible from the husband still having his dating profile up. She also has a lot of things that the niece is saying, she's been saying. So we're going to go ahead and watch this video together. I'm going to pause in between in the comments. If you got some things to say, you can say what you think about the video. And I want to watch this with you guys because what I'm seeing with ISIS is another Brianna situation. We have seen Brianna, aka used to be Mrs. The Truth. We have seen her lie on all her partners and come and tell us different stories about her partners. The only thing we have not seen is we saw her call Robert and her ex-husband, which is Robert, and her children's father, her first baby daddy, okay? We have seen her call them abusive. We have seen them call them, she hasn't abusive to the children, but she hasn't said anything about any of those allegations that ISIS have. So the reason why I'm sharing this is not for my well-being, and not just for the mothers, single parents and single mothers and fathers out there. I want y'all to see the comparison. They have a little comparisons with each other where they would lie on the child's fathers, things of that nature just to get clout. And this is why I'm sharing this, and not just for that, and not just for entertaining purposes, and videos for entertaining purposes only, no copyright, okay, it's not copyrighted. But I did want to share this because we have seen this time and time again, and where women have played victims. And like we see ISIS children are victims, and she's getting clout for it. We have seen Brianna play a domestic violence victim or had her children and got clout. We've saw these things, and it's not to be true. And to me, it's like, when is there enough of women coming out lying as a victim when there's real victims out here who don't even get the chance to speak and have to be quiet? So we're going to get into that video. Let me go over here and get this video set so we can watch it. And I agree with this content creator because he feels like the trophy wife should be locked up. I agree. I agree. I totally agree. Let me go to his page because I want us to watch it together. I agree with him at all costs. Hold on, y'all. Because I had it set up. Let me tell y'all something while we wait. Nope, that ain't the one. And I had it. Thanks to my son. So, y'all, listen, I had this thing set up. Y'all know I got a team, okay? And I had the video on here. It's a 40-something minute video. And, oh, let me go to the live. My child decided to jump on the computer. Yeah. Where is that video? Okay, we're going to continue to talk about it. I wanted to watch it with y'all, but I can't find it. Hold on, y'all. It was on here. Here it is. All right, y'all. So it's an 18-minute video. Hold on. Let me go to
see that she has a child abuse case of her own. Her son.
Pause before we get into it. She does have a child abuse case. That is true. Her mother has tried to take the children from her at the time as well. The second baby father has been trying to take and get custody of his second child, his second son. There were some things that they've heard about the oldest boy sitting here, basically I'm trying to figure out how to say it in the right way. Messing with his brother. Put it that way. That's what was said. So we're going to go ahead and continue to play the video.
Is the one that the baby first initially said that was touching her.
This Isis Morales, the new trophy wife, this bitch that I just posted on my goddamn page a few hours ago. She a goddamn liar, bro. And everything that I said in my video, we can fact check it. The husband, the ex-husband, because he filed for divorce, his niece came out and verified everything I motherfucking said. And the only reason he couldn't come out and talk about it is because it's an ongoing case. But we're going to get into the video and let's listen to Auntie real quick. But I told you niggas, the bitch was lying.
My name is D, and
shout out with the to the Real Talk with Yanni. I don't think she fucked with me, but I don't care because she brought the.
That's a lie. He was on Real Talk, Yanni thing. He know. Don't do my sis like that. And shout out to Real Talk, Yanni. I love her. She also covered this. She also covered this, and she was basically saying that the same thing I've said. Everyone said we know the children are victims, but we're not sure who is the suspect with touching these victims. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Now, I'm not sure if this is the interview or not. Let me go and see. Hold on. Because I'm going to fast forward and see y'all. I don't think this is the interview. I was trying to find the interview. This is not the interview. Hold on. But it's we're going to go to Sunday page, y'all. We're going to go over there. Because I know who got all the tea. Now, Sunday has been covering this for a minute. Let me go check my thing out because I want to spell her name right. We're going to go to her page. I hope y'all's Saturday is great. Mine is okay. Like I said, I got a teenager. I had all this set up for y'all. So y'all can imagine. Y'all can imagine what happened. And then if we stay on a little bit longer, okay. I might play the Storm and Rose situation as well. All right, so we're gonna do let's see. Okay. We're gonna watch it on Sunday page. And we're gonna watch a couple of her videos. I don't want to play the whole thing, but some of the facts that she does have. And then we're gonna go back to the Jaguar Storm situation because I do want you guys to see Storm Monroe response to her in the situation that happened. And what I was talking about here, but we're gonna go to Sunday page real quick. Yes, I've been watching it.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill, guys.
Come on.
This is Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually made by one of the founders of
like a skill.
Honey. And it basically.
And I listen, Sunday get all
90%. Okay, I'm gonna still stick with 90 because I don't want to say 100% yet. But 90% of the things that Dearica Dowdy has said, I have looked into. She is usually telling the truth.
She is. The only thing that me, Sunday, and Yanni disagree with is the fact that she has said that he basically sits at home and read the Bible. She has confirmed, Dearica Dowdy, that he didn't know the type of content that Isis was doing, aka the trophy wife, aka Paloma, was doing at the time, because he doesn't watch it. So when she put a comment on the social media, my husband, this and that, it was confirmed that Isis' husband did not write that. She did. Hold on.
This. These are legal documentations. You can see it for yourself. It has her named as a relative of her husband, Orenthro J. Dowdy. And you can see her name is right there, Dearica Portia Dowdy. And you also see his spouse, because they're still legally married, Paloma Q. Morales. That is the new trophy wife. All right, so she is the niece. And a lot of the things that she says is usually true. Okay, she's made some serious allegations, yes. However, when it comes to me checking the stuff that she says, it is credible. I'm going to start off by letting you ladies just take a look at, just kind of a little summary, which I appreciate this gentleman doing, because sometimes with these long videos, not everyone watches. So I want you guys to just see this because it's going to be helpful. That way you can go. I want you to go to the channel and go and watch the full video there, okay? I did this because some of you ladies were like, can you at least show us some clips? But it's so difficult to do this, you guys, because I also need to respect, YouTube rules.
What if she falls?
Milo.
What if he gets really...
Milo over here.
And stuff, but I did do this because the YouTuber actually created this at the beginning.
Milo over here climbing on my stuff, being Milo, getting my attention. So we're going to continue. But yeah, it has been confirmed, a lot of stuff. So we're going to go ahead. She's going to play a little clip. I knew to go with hers because I know she mostly has some commentary as well. So we're going to get into a little bit of what was said and then watch a little of her video, and then we're going to move on.
Beginning of the video, and it was so perfect. I want you guys to listen to this, please, and go watch the full video. It's his YouTube channel, he said, is currently demonetized. House of Hypocrites, but you can watch it on his second YouTube channel. It's called 3 Bin Green. I put the link in the comment section as well, but you need to go watch it because this girl is the only one that is credible in all of this.
Now we know where to go watch it. Let me turn it off. We're gonna go watch that. We're gonna hold everything else. We got to watch that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I have to watch it because we're finna watch it. We're gonna extend this live. We're watching it because everything she said was very important. I'm gonna get my commentary on it, and we're gonna watch it.
Leaving her kids, her 2 boys, with her grandmother for weeks at a time. He has never, not once, in all of my 34 years of living, never shown me any signs that he wanted to touch me in any kind of way. Mm-hmm. He never acted on any kind of, funny behavior or anything like that.
Would you say no, it's easy for women to take advantage of him?
Yes.
Well, was he aware of this particular content?
Well, he knows about it now.
She said they got married within a week. Was that true?
She wasn't living with an ex-boyfriend before she moved in with my uncle. She was living in her car with her 2 boys.
Document has showed that he did not know. So when y'all strolled down and was like on that video when everybody was saying, oh, he said something, he did not know this was the content. And watch what he says about the children and what when we heard the children in the background. Wait till you get confirmed of what this young woman just said about that. But we're going to continue the video.
It's medically proven that she has mental illness.
Yeah,
because she bought the rings.
And also, that's against HIPAA law. She is medical, but it has some illness. But I mean, they're gonna, of course, go look at it as he say, she say, hearsay type of situation.
She bought the rings to propose to him. That she had a breakdown one day, and she admitted that her mother framed her dad when they were younger, saying that her dad touched them to get full custody of her and her sisters.
She come from a family of women that does this to man. Like, so he is allowed to see his kids.
He is. He is.
So if he's allowed to see his kids, there is no evidence that he done anything to his babies.
It's nothing yet. Nothing yet. And at this point, they're looking into her and her son as well. And she wasn't supposed to say anything about the case until it was completely over. Like that's criminal charges that my uncle can put against her. And he said that it's been plenty of times where she's left them at the house by themselves while she go out and shop or go get marijuana or whatever. They have a record where the kids missed 45 days of school. Like you've hurt this man to his core, because I know for a fact that when he got these kids, he was overjoyed. And right now, just now,
I'm gonna pause. Now, Paloma told us, Isis, that she stayed at the ex-boyfriend's house. The niece is saying no. When I met her, he's saying she was in her car and he wanted to come and save the day. Also, okay, I want y'all to listen to this. She just stated that Paloma was sitting here with recreational drugs. Okay, you heard what she said, a little fun get time. Leaving the children at home. Something else I want to touch on, but we're going to get into that sooner.
I can't even really have phone conversations with him because of the hurt that I feel that he has in his voice. And so she ended up getting violent with him, trying to put hands on him. She hit him about 4 or 5 times. So once she found out about the divorce, that's when she pretty much went for the jugular. Because now her second son's dad is trying to get custody of him, because this is not the first time that he's heard about his son being touched by her older son. Like, he is burning him up in the inside to know that she's out there making him look this bad. But I just want her to come clean and finally say, like, this did not happen.
So in this interview, we discussing the new trophy wife, Isis Morale.
Before you get into it, I want to shout out to him. This interview, I like the setting that he did it as of like a conversation. The reason I say that is because if you notice when a lot of people do interviews, even though they're asking questions, they're also doing it as a way of connecting with the person they're interviewing. So I liked it that he did that because it made her open up more. And you could tell that Derica is not, it seems like to me, Derica hasn't done this before. She's probably nervous, okay? Just be honest. Another thing I also wanted to clear up, for her to say Isis to say she doesn't know who Derica is. There are pictures on the family Facebook. I ain't looked at them, but I know who my credible source, the YouTuber, said it was. She said, if y'all want to find it, y'all gonna look for y'allself. And I agree with her. Shout out to Sunday. Isis are in those pictures with this woman. Isis took pictures with her at family gatherings. Okay? So be mindful of the things that she hears, because she knows a lot about this woman. And there are a lot of people coming out saying things about Isis. So it's showing us who she really is. So I'm going to stop in between and we're going to talk and then keep watching.
Or AKA Paloma Dowdy, when her story went super viral about her marrying a monster. So she spoke on her husband being a monster, which I had an inkling that something wasn't right. And I just did this interview with the niece of her husband. And you see within the intro, it is a lot of things that she is covering that she has talking to her uncle with to give to me to let everybody know that when it's and he had his kids, he gonna speak on it. But let's get into the interview. Y'all know I'm demonetized on my House of Hypocrites page. Hey, show some love to the Cash App. And if you can't, just like, comment, and subscribe on this page. Appreciate you.
Hello everyone. I'm Dear Gowdy. I'm the oldest niece of the trophy wife's husband. We have the family in general have been following all of the videos and everything that she has been putting out against him. And I know a lot of people say, well, why would we listen to y'all or whatever, but it's at this point, just think about the fact that he is, like he said, an older man who doesn't really know about TikTok or anything like that. He let the younger people deal with that. This is a man that sits in the house and reads the Bible and, you know, likes to do just random older guy stuff. Like, he's really not a person that goes out like we do. So me being the oldest niece and me being the only one that has the right at this point to do this, because everybody else either has a job that stops them from being able to speak on this platform, or they have other things going on in life that stop them. So I work for myself. I can sit up here and speak on behalf of my family and my uncle because I love my family and I want to protect just like anybody else would. So, yeah, I put the videos out about Paloma because of the fact that I felt like she was definitely trying to get sympathy from everybody out here when it wasn't really necessary, or it wasn't something.
Well, Derica, girl, everybody felt that way. We not gonna act like we didn't. We not gonna sit here and act like we didn't watch them clips last live when she sat up there crying with the tissue and the eyes. We all felt that way. We did. We all did. We not, you know, in as a woman, I feel like if it's an ongoing case, I would have never sat here and put myself in a situation and have my case be thrown out, okay? Because when she said that asked for money, we all knew what it was. We're not going to act like we did. We're not going to act like we just sat here and felt sympathy. At first, people did. I was one of the ones, I was like, dang, that's messed up, this and that. But then when I start doing my digging and I start hearing people say this and I start going and researching, and this is why I tell people to research, this is how I knew this was a cash grab for her.
Something that was needed, because she really is not telling the truth on any of this stuff that she's saying. And it's hard for me as a mother to sit over here and listen to her make these allegations against someone who I personally know that has wanted kids forever, and then finally is able to have these kids and then have to go through something terrible like this is crazy to me. Because
I got a quick question. We have family, but was the husband is somebody that like you actually were close to, like actually are close to? Okay.
Yes, he pretty much was a very big part of my growing up. My dad was there, but when he was not, my uncle stepped in for us. He was the one that we wanted to hang out with. We wanted to go see all the time. Like, he was pretty much in the Navy. So he was deployed most of the time back and forth. So when he did come home, he made sure that we were his first priority. He made sure that, hey, I want to see my nieces and nephews. I want to spend time with them, because he didn't get that time like everybody else.
That's important. Okay, let me see.
But he's never, and
now I agree with her, because we all have an uncle or aunt that we like to be around and we get used to and spend time with. Now, her uncle, Paloma's, well, Isis, I'm calling by when her mama named her. I don't care. He is basically, he is in the service. I believe he is in the Navy. I think he's in the service. So, I mean, yeah, everybody has that uncle that, they cling to and want to spend time with and they get along with because you can talk to them, you can get spoiled, things of that nature.
One of the things that I do want to clear up that a lot of people were saying in the comments, he has never, not once, in all of my 34 years of living, never shown me any signs that he wanted to touch me in any kind of way. He never acted on any kind of, funny behavior or anything like that. Like, no, and I'm not trying to put too much business out there, but I know certain family members that have had those traits and it's easier to pick up on versus with him, he's never given that at all. He's always been a nurturer. He's always been a mama's boy. Like, he would never do anything that he didn't feel like was right. He's that one, how you always have that group of friends, right? And you got that one friend that is always sticking to the rules no matter what. Like, he's not gonna drink, he's not gonna smoke. Yeah, he's sticking to the rules. Like, if my mama find out I did this, like, it's gonna be consequences. Like, that's the type of person.
Would you say, since he seems like he had a lot of character and merit and would you say he
yes.
Was it like what was this persona he put out? Is that he was aware of? Is this something he came to know, or do he even know about it at all?
Well, he knows about it now because we've shared the information with him just to help with the case and help him prove to them
what she just said. He knows now. So that means that the whole time he's been living with Isis, and that means he was busy working. He didn't know what she did in her spare time. So he basically said, "Hey, I don't know what she does in her spare time." That's what that man just said. She just said it. She said that he didn't even know she made that content. So, girl, why the hell would you go in your comment section and sit here and tell the whole world and act like your man is in the comments, playing in the comments? Let's continue.
That she's been putting this stuff out there, but for him, he said that she was saying that it was a lifestyle content. She wasn't making it seem like she was doing gold digging content or how to trap a man to get him to do what you want type deal.
So he wasn't even controlling enough. He wasn't as controlling as she tried to make it seem, because if he was, he would have knew the type of content she years has she been making.
She said about 5.
Okay, so he wasn't even controlling enough to even go like. No. I think if he knew so, she said they like longer about and how be with the previous boyfriend, a relative. So it seems like
and this is the killer part because she never told anybody, or she hasn't said this part to any of the interviews or anything that she's done, but she was living with her grandmother before they met, and they were talking on the internet and all of that. Her grandmother ended up putting her out because she was leaving her kids, her two boys, with her grandmother for weeks at a time, just to go and do whatever with different men, or so forth. And then she would come back, and when that last time she came back, her grandma put her out. Which put her in living in her car. So when she said that she was living with an ex-boyfriend, she wasn't living with an ex-boyfriend before she moved in with my uncle. She was living in her car with her two boys. She put the narrative out there like she was moving out of one relationship into another, when that had happened way before the situation with her and my uncle.
Wow. So
Yes.
she a
met my uncle,
pathological liar.
found her. Yeah. Oh, she has proof, or it's you can look it up for all those people that like to look up information, and you can too. It is medically proven that she has mental illness. And then I just found out recently, with everybody doing their research, and then me going back doing family research, that her son is mentally ill as well, because she was doing drugs while she was pregnant with her firstborn. So
how old is the firstborn son?
I think he is 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 10, and I
So
think
he old enough to know.
7.
He old enough to know a little bit better. Sometimes we believe that our kids have these mental challenges, but it be the parenting that isn't putting this putting into them the love, the raising them, teaching them things. So when they go and get evaluated, they be so far behind. We think our kids have autism or have some type of thing. If you saying she will leave the babies 2-3 weeks on time with the grandmother, she was an addict while having a baby, yeah, that could most definitely see signs of like some type of mental issues. But if you neglect your child, you're not raising your child. Of course, it's gonna have challenges. So that's a reflection of how she is a parent. And then when she after we got that's in a reflection of you of your parenting skills, because you don't know this man. Well, we presume you don't know this man, right? And you say you after you go get married, you was in a financial hardship, and you knew a man to take care of you, and that's all it was. That's all it was. So
yeah, because she bought the rings. She bought the rings to propose to him. So she bought the rings with the child support money and the money that she was getting from other men. And then you sit over there and this man already tells you, like, I'm a godly man. Like, I'm not going to shack up with no woman without, you know, being married. So you say, okay, I'm going to go get the ring so you can, you know, so we can get married and I can have a place to stay with my two boys.
So that's why she still had that one ring. She still has that one ring on when she recorded the video in her videos, because she actually bought those herself. So it wasn't anything sentimental that he gave her. It's some shit she bought.
Right. And this is a history in her family. This is what her and her family does. It's been said before that her sisters and them look for high value men so that they can get the money off of them, and then or have babies with them so that they feel like they can reel them in long term. Now I have another nugget for you, but I'm gonna let you get the rest of your questions out before I tell you.
Go ahead. We good. Just do your thing. We flowing. Do your thing. Cause I ain't got too much. Everything else is just gonna go from memory.
Okay, so I was told by a very close family member that was a very big part of their household because of the cleanliness and the taking care of the kids that she was doing, well, was not doing. That she had a breakdown one day and she admitted that her mother framed her dad when they were younger, saying that her dad touched them to get full custody of her and her sisters.
So she repeating the same thing she was taught. Well, not taught, but she heard her mom did. Damn. It's a scandalous game. And people will say, well, why would she lie? Man, why would anybody lie, man? People have lied over the most simplest things to the most things that taken. You feel me?
Right.
A woman or a man will lie, even if it involves their children. especially if they trying to one up on somebody else. It's like, it's not far-fetched. And then if you got some type of discernment, if you just got some type of skepticism where you can just look at somebody and say, man, something ain't right. And I've seen it. I'm like, man, ain't no way you about to get glammed up, fake ass tears. You got a ring on your finger, all this, and then you chopping it up, full production, and you putting a story out about your babies. Bro, if God forbid anything happened to kids, if I had any, I would not broadcast it to the world to say this what happened to my babies.
No,
But man, I'll be in jail. Come on, bro.
Exactly. Listen, that's why I said I'm not gonna be sitting over there trying to preserve my tears or none of that. Like, everybody thought I was trying to be rude about that, but I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, if you have a kid and being a mother and somebody touch your kid, you're not gonna care about trying to preserve your makeup and make it look all fancy. Like, I'm gonna let it show. Like, I'm gonna bawl, boo-hoo, cry. My makeup messed up or whatever. Like, I'm gonna be real about it. I'm not gonna be sitting over here and for damn excuse me, but I'm not going to sit up here and put my kids out there and say, oh, he did this to my kids, for people to go look them up like they did. And now look, my cousins are on the internet with their faces
on the internet
out. Like, they have videos with faces out. Like, they can actually see these kids. So now people going to look for these kids, and you're not even aware of this stuff because you just sitting over there trying to get a GoFundMe or likes and whatnot.
Yeah, I seen everything. I seen everything, but I had to respect enough. Like, I'm not about to put these babies on the internet. Some people don't care, but she opened her life up to people to go dive. In people like me, most people ain't gonna have no goddamn what you call the ethics behind this shit when it comes to not putting out certain information. It's one person on the internet. Person is doing too much. Like, man, get a baby some respect. But I don't understand why look, she did that 2-hour interview with Hardly Initiated and tried to cry the entire 2 hours. I sped the video up 2 times. And I'm still hearing but she was cracking. She was cracking her character when they challenged her with hard questions. I said, yeah, this she good, but she ain't that goddamn good. She come from a family of women that does this to men. Like, she got practice from the shit. Like this is it's wild. So with the protective order, because I seen that it's been canceled and thrown out probably like a few weeks ago. But she went on there and said she still have a protective order. How is that working? Is he able to see the kids, or is she keeping away from them, or did she try to get a new one?
She's still keeping the kids away from him. She's also trying to find ways, or she tried to find ways to stop him from being able to pay child support so that she can keep up this facade that she was homeless and living out. Out of the car, which she's not. She's still living in the house. And now she's having to be given the child support money by the lawyer because she's trying to block him from any way of sending it to her. So it'll look like he's not paying child support.
So he is allowed to see his kids.
He is. He is.
So if he's allowed to see his kids, there is no evidence that he done anything to his babies.
It's nothing yet. Nothing yet. And at this point, they're looking into her and her son as well. Because with her putting all of this out there, and she wasn't supposed to say anything about the case until it was completely over. Like that's criminal charges. That my uncle can put against her. And then the fact that he's trying to go for full custody of the kids because of the fact that he was saying when he was living in the house, the one thing that really made him want to get a divorce was the fact that she does not clean. She said that he found dirty diapers all over the house, in the closet, under the bed, all of that. She does not be at the house with the kids all the time. These are young kids that can't stay at the house by themselves, even the 10-year-old. And he said that it's been plenty of times where she's left them at the house by themselves while she go out and shop or go get marijuana or whatever.
So she just neglect the kids entirely.
Yes, they have a record. They have a record where the kids missed 45 days of school.
Wow. She don't want this shit.
45 days.
You have to, something has to be wrong with you when you know you have all these documentations, but she's a little bit smart because she know we can't look up the cases that involving the children too much unless it's involving an adult. So now if you the adult and it's involving the children, then it might be a little bit sealed and the CPS protect that shit. But she has a pattern. She has a pattern from the grandmother house she has a pattern from your uncle. You know, and when one thing I noticed, if you're going to accuse somebody, bitch, put a name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not once
Yeah,
in no interviews. Not once in no interviews have she said such and such did this. Put a name on it. Oh my husband.
Exactly.
Nah, if you did something wrong, like everybody that I didn't put on the internet, I'm saying your goddamn name. I got so much respect for even the scum that I won't even put your address and your phone number out there because I can find it. But if somebody does something to you, hey, put a name on it. Who is your husband? You feel me? That's how I know this story ain't got no merit. You can't even your soul can't even allow you to lie like that. You lying, but you ain't connecting that name to it because you know that man don't deserve that shit.
Exactly.
And
then you're still trying to contact him and all of this other stuff, trying to still sneak your way in to see what you can get, and it's not gonna happen. Like you've hurt this man to his core because you think that he's gonna. The one thing that I heard her say before was he waited till he had his own kids to do this too. I don't know anybody that's gonna wait for years and years to have kids just to violate them. That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Just to become a predator. Most people that are predatory or criminals or strippers or whatever, it's when it's degeneracy, it's always a pattern from the past. You just don't be 40, 50 years old and try to go express some stuff that you ain't never done that's gonna bring up pain and hurt and harm to somebody. It's learned, and then you exuding it throughout your lifetime. Why would he wait to have some kids if he was a goddamn predator?
Yeah. Yeah,
get it.
And that's the crazy part. I'm sorry about the background.
We good. We straight. Authentic.
But yeah, that was the crazy part to me because I remember a couple times growing up that me and my brother was like, dang, I can't wait until you have your own kids that you can tell what to do so you can leave us, you can stop pretending like you're our daddy. So I know for a fact that when he got these kids, he was overjoyed. And right now, I can't even really have phone conversations with him because of the hurt that I feel that he has in his voice. Like I can tell that this man is not
drive
okay.
Somebody to the grave, dog. That heartbreakingness can drive somebody to the grave. And there's so many men that get accused of particular things, and the media just go with the narrative, right? And then they gotta face this stuff. You gotta spend money to defend a lie. You know what I'm saying? You gotta spend money to defend your name, your honor, and then it takes a toll on you, man. Don't even damn. Are they gonna believe? Like that's the possibility. But like, man, I hope he didn't put on the internet one viral. I mean, got a deal of something that does not. And one of them. I said, man, something ain't right with this one.
The video that they have up where they hear him, baby is saying now, like he was like, I'm gonna get because she, when I got home from work, so I had to go up there, which she didn't want to, she didn't do.
I don't know what's going on. Keep adding me to the stage. We almost at a 2-hour mark. And I'm about to end this in a few so I can come back on here later tonight with the review. But what I am going to do is go to Storm and Row page. And I want to play what he had to say about Jaguar Wright in the situation. And then after he played that and we play that and have it present or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and say my piece and end the live. I'm going to stop and pause, and then we'll end it after that. Shout out to Storm as well. Oh, child. Let's see. Okay, here go the clips. Now, this is what he had. I'll play his part first. It's his part.
Now I'm here. I hope y'all all in the chat too. Let's get it popping. I see y'all rolling in. All right.
Now, Storm. First off, Storm demolished. Storm demolished. And Miss Etsy did too. But we're gonna go ahead and play it.
We're gonna explain everything tonight. We're gonna get to the bottom of everything, and then we're going to leave Jaguar Wright officially in 2024. Okay. Oh yeah. Now listen, I didn't come alone. All right, I got a very special guest with me. Okay, I'm gonna bring her up and introduce you, and she's gonna come back in when it's time for her to give her part on this bullish with Jaguar Wright. I'm gonna bring up Essie. How you doing?
So proud of you, Storm. And I like what you said about leaving this in 2024. I think that's why I never looked at it. So I'm excited to get everything out so people know what's going on, because I see people in your chat like, what the hell is going on? He finna tell you.
I'm finna tell y'all. So I'm gonna bring you up in a minute. I'm gonna go through my slides.
You got it.
I like your background, by the way, too.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, bring it down just a sec. Okay, so a lot of y'all been wondering, Storm, why you been putting out all these diss records about Jaguar? Why you been reposting all these clips? Why you been trying to make her look bad? Why you been doing this and doing that? Listen, I didn't have to go there until Jaguar went there first. So let me just take y'all on a trip down memory lane. We just gonna get into it. We just gonna get right into it. All right. Okay, that go Jaguar right there. But before we get into that, let me take y'all back to why your girl is mad at, okay? Your girl is really mad at me because Star replayed my clip and it had Jag's voice on it. This is why she's really mad. All this shit, Jaguar is going around talking about AI this, Storm Doctor that, Tasha K is blackmailing me. Tasha K can't blackmail nobody but a motherfucking self. She's really mad because Star replayed my clip. And for everybody that's saying, I sold it. No, I told him he can use it. Bitch, you didn't know that's my nigga. That's the homie. I've been knowing Star since 2019, way before I met you. And unlike you, bitch, I'm loyal to the people that's loyal to me, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get to it, all right? So the bigger do, because you know I don't like to keep y'all too long, is about, where is it at? Okay, this video right here. Jaguar Wright exposes Jay-Z shocking gunpoint hotel incident revisited, all right? I replayed this clip that comes from an original live on May 19th, 2024. Why? Because I do marathons on my channel. Why? Because I understand how to do business. Unlike you, Jag, because had you known how to do business, you would have started your channel back in 2020 when I told you to. Had you knew how to do business, you actually would have made it through the music industry instead of fucking up your opportunities there and coming back 30 years later to be the whole.
Now, she has been going around YouTube. Not going it. I feel like she should focus on music. She's doing, because all people gonna recognize her now for than her music, and she has some good music.
Because they have YouTube. I had a turn which real life producers and had a turn which you now, and what you don't realize is that after this, nobody else. You step around, going around trying to get it. End of the day was you really just wanted to be you.
I kind of say that in a nice way. She do want to be next to them again. Jaguar Wright does want her music to be recognized. I said this. I said this beforehand. Let's get back into it.
Erica about that. Really didn't answer if y'all know, this very same week I did a Tokyo Tony marathon. What's the other dude? R. Kelly. I did an R. Kelly marathon. I did many marathons. And I replayed a clip. This was not altered. This was not AI in any kind of way. In this clip, Jaguar says that Jay-Z tied her to her bed and SA'd her. I'm not going to continue to play the clip because, damn it, now we know she was lying. She has since retracted all of her statements, and she's running around like a scared little pussycat, okay? That's what it was. So that was December 10th when I posted the video. You want to know where they got it from, Jag? They got it from my page because it's my shit and I can do it. And it's my footage, all right? If y'all remember this live had who in it? Me, Essie, and fuck-ass Tiffany Haddish in it, all right? And Jag, what you should have done, instead of trying to lie on me, you should have been honest and just said, you know what? I was smoking weed with Tiffany Haddish and whatever else y'all was doing in that hotel room. Who really fucking knows? I was out of my mind and I misspoke. That's what you should have done. But instead, you had to go around and lie. So here we go. Now we're here. So that was December 10th, okay? On December 10th, Jag, me and you were on the phone. We were on FaceTime. Remember that, Jag? Remember that? We was on FaceTime. I missed the first call. I called you back. And you said, well, did you ever give me that 500 from last time? Did you ever give me that 500 from last time? I said,
my bad. It was $500. I thought she had asked for 80. I take that back. I did digress. It was $500.
You know what? I sure didn't. I went ahead and gave you your bread, but now I'm saying, damn, she ran the play and got her last little bit of bread for she was gonna turn on a nigga. See, you knew you was gonna turn on a nigga the whole time, but that's okay. Let me jog your memory, Jag. So we got on the FaceTime and we planned to go live once again. While we were on the FaceTime, Troy, aka Star, called me twice. I told him I can't talk right now. I'm in a consultation. I ain't even tell him I was on the phone with you. He said, cool. I just seen a clip. He said, I want to know, can I use one of your clips on the show? I said, I don't know. Is that when it comes to YouTube copyright law, baby, anybody can react to any content that's posted on YouTube.
That's why I'm pausing and reacting. And he's absolutely right. We can, but we have to have our own commentary along with it, because if we don't, they will take it down if it's a live. Usually on videos, you're kind of okay, but because you have your own commentary in and out in there, yeah, but let's continue.
But Jag, you would understand that if your ass actually did YouTube right, instead of doing the way you've been doing it, which is wrong. Years besides being the whore of YouTube. Okay? So then at that point, Troy got the clip. He played it on his show, which y'all see there. And ever since then, Jag been going crazy. I have no way to edit a live video. I have no way to AI. Don't y'all know if I knew how to do AI on a live video, I would be making YouTube videos, baby. I would be somewhere doing AI for people that could actually pay the big bucks for it. This is all to do about nothing. None of this shit that Jaguar is doing makes any sense. Oh, furthermore, here go the text between me and Star. Remember this, Jag? Me and you was on the phone around the same time. He said, "Are you live now? This is Star. I'm on the call. I can hit you back. Can I play a clip from your show?" Yes, of course, it ain't no problem. Now, Jag, you may have an attitude because I told him yes, but that's the motherfucking homie. You thought I didn't like Star because you don't like him? You thought I was going to turn on him because he read your ass for filth and chewed you out? When at the end of the motherfucking day, your ass is out here parading as a wolf. And when you got around Star, wait a minute, we're going to pull this picture back up. We're going to pull this picture back up. You met another motherfucking wolf. And what your ass was mad about is that he read you for filth. You couldn't bully him. You couldn't toss him around. You couldn't run shit over there. You couldn't control shit over there. You couldn't do nothing with him. But get cussed out, baby. He punked you and punked your man on the phone. Let me look in the camera when I say that. Star punked you and punked your man on the phone. Had your man's voice all shaky and trembling.
This is my question. Who is this man that she has been seeing? Because who is this man? Because they said that the man letting her go and do all this type of. Who is this man? All I did was heard his voice when she did the thing with Armand. And that was it. And I'm like, well, who is this man? But I'm going to play a little bit more, and then we're going to go on to it with him and Itsy. Because she had some pointers that was pretty much great.
That you sounded like the man, and your man sounded like the bitch. Because if your man cannot check you and tell your ass that you're fumbling the motherfucking bag, then you ain't laying next to a man. You laying next to a bitch. That's what it is. So
I agree with Storm, because her man, if he had the best interest, he would have told her to do it the right way. I have to agree with him on this. No shade. I don't like disrespecting nobody's boyfriend, husband, whatever, but that is being honest, because she wouldn't be doing all of this.
Give a fuck about nothing you or that nigga talking about. Until he can check you, it ain't a motherfucking thing he can tell me. And I would tell both of you hoes that to your face. You better remember, recognize, and understand that, baby. When you talk to me, you talking to a nigga that take care of 2 households. Your nigga is being taken care of by you. We're not the fucking same. I don't talk to no 50-50 nigga, and I don't talk to no nigga that's being taken care of by a bitch. I got bitches I take care of. And I don't even mean to go there. I don't even mean to go there. But behind,
I haven't seen Storm act like this since him and Tasha K got into it. And that was almost 2 years ago. And he's been very, very calm. Like, and a lot of people say, oh, Storm and Armand, I don't see them act like this unless people come at them. Like, we're just going to be honest. I don't even see Lovely T act like this unless people come at her. So it's like, y'all get the reaction that y'all give the people. Even, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even see Tasha K act like that until they come at Tasha. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen him act like this in a very long time. And I was shocked because I was like, what? Child. We're gonna play a little bit more, then I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to go into Etsy comment.
The scenes, Jag had a nerve to say that I'm jealous of real life street stars. I'm jealous of you being on a blue couch.
I had to pause. You know, I remember when she was cool with Tasha K, and she did tell Armand that Tasha K was jealous of Armand. She did say that. I remember that. I remember she tried to play everybody against each other that Tasha K fell out with. I remember that. I've been following along for that long. She has. The only thing I agree with her is when she told the girl that we talked about, hey, how you doing? About the mother who gave up her baby. I agree with what she said to her as a parent because, I mean, they just in the same category. But I remember that Jaguar Wright tried to play. If you pay attention when she go to these interviews, whoever she fall out with, she plays them against each other on YouTube. She does. We're not going to act like she do. I've seen it. I have seen it plenty of times.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you being on a blue couch. Baby, I got my motherfucking couch. I don't give a fuck about no channel where they have to fucking feature other people to get views. If I want to, I don't ever have to have another motherfucker on this.
Now, now she has. Let me put my phone down real quick. I'm sorry, ADHD. She went over to, I think it's Valdez TV. I don't know who that is on the blue couch. She's done that with them too. I know with Vlad, she also tried to play that thing between and be in the middle and play that thing between, which what she's doing at Jay-Z and Tony Busby. Let's be honest. She's doing the same thing with Vlad and Tasha K. She has. She's played middleman of a lot of things. She's played middleman on certain things. And I do not like it because it's crazy to me how she does the middleman thing. Oh, well, I'm trying to find it, y'all, but I'm going to find it. Oh, well, you know, such and such said this and that about you. And I've always, this is how she do it, y'all. And y'all can't tell me she don't. She has. Well, you know, such and such said this about you. They never believed in you. They never liked you. They never liked what you did, but I believed in you. I have watched you. They never liked you. Who that sound like? Oh, I told Tasha K, you know, that you and Storm were the best. I told her that. Yeah, that's her. I told her that you guys do a great job. I told them that. That's what she does. When I watched her on Armand, she did the same exact thing when he interviewed her. When I watched Storm, it was the same exact thing. So I'm going to turn my screen share back on, and we're going to listen to this part, and then we're going to go ahead and end the live.
My ass down because you was roasting the hell out of that right there. I was like, woo, child, let me.
Now, if y'all want to watch, you can go on his page because him and Essie was on live for an hour. But I agree with some of the things that she did say. And the reason why I'm sharing this because it is very, very important. And this is why I tell people to research. And if nobody has the proper documents that you need to see anything, even journalists, don't take it. Just take it with a grain of salt.
He was so respectable. He said, I know why he said it. He said, I'm going to have to drop you down and then I'll bring you back up. So let me start by saying I admire and respect everything you get ready to do. And if any bloggers are on this platform right now watching this, you need to take the same advice as well, too. After Storm went through all that you just said, Jaguar called me after she done got the money from him and all this other stuff. She said, Essie, you're a celebrity and I'm a celebrity. She said, if you go online with me and we get on the platform together, they'll believe what you say. Because she had said that I remember what the conversation was. She called Sean Carter. I really didn't know him as Sean Carter to here recently because I don't get in people's business on this damn internet. I be too busy as an activist. But I was thinking of her calling Jay-Z. So when she said what she said, I said, Jack, I don't quite remember. I can't recall. And that's the same thing that Jaguar should have said, that she didn't recall what she said on May 19th. So when we started conversating, she was continuing to make me feel like I should go on there with her. And if I didn't remember, and if she didn't remember, then basically it didn't happen. I said, Jack, let me go research what you done told me.
Hey, Essie, you're welcome. I had to share it because what you said was really, really true about basically that they do, people that do bloggers or journalists do need to do their better research. And I'm so glad you said that because I have been on this platform saying it for the longest as well as others. And I'm so glad that you brought that to everybody's attention.
And Storm did release some of the clips on our conversation. I said, let me go back and check it out. So that clip that Storm just showed you to show when his video aired, I sent that to Jaguar. So within 24 hours.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I'm so glad. I can hear you.
Go ahead, baby.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me hit my teeth.
Said that I had to show this because I was talking about it, but I'm so glad you said that because a lot of people really don't take the time out to research. They don't. They do not at all.
Well, thank you for having me on your channel. I just was scrolling through and, I support what's right. I have never had no differences with Storm, but I see what you're growing on your channel and you trying to do, baby doll. Always ask questions, keep focused, because if you don't, someone will get lost in the mischief of all this. I'm not sure what Jaguar was lying and telling the truth about, nor does it matter at this time. If you catch a person in one lie, they will tell two.
That's
They will continue to tell lies. But by me being a civil rights activist, I always try to ask for black and white. If it ain't in black and white and you ain't got no paperwork, then it didn't happen. So I just want to say thank you for sharing the content, standing strong, believe half what you hear and none of what you see, and at least you're putting out there and you're explaining it to your people for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they can. So, because everybody's not going to like your content, everybody's not going to agree with it. But at this point, how I see YouTubers and how everybody rolling on these YouTube streets, it really doesn't matter. It matters what the truth is and how you bring it to the light. And you just don't jump on the bandwagon because Sheila, Paul, or Doc said it. You get what I'm saying? It's because you know it to be true and you can show the proof of that. So, thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you for coming on here because I had to share it because a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot go on about it and everything. So I'm trying to get more and more into it. So.
Well, you know what? I think it's just trending. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I don't really know Jaguar Wright. And some people try to say because I'm an activist, I was disrespectful when I was doing a little music and spitting her out a little bit. It ain't about being disrespectful. It's about telling the truth. And sometimes you got to put your way out there one way or another. It's never what I say. It's always what I can prove. So if you see any videos on my platform, anything I've ever said, including about Steve Harvey, 100% beyond a shadow of doubt, I have the proof to prove anything I'm saying. And I just want people to know, like, we got all these channels and we doing good stuff, but how much of it is truth or how much of it is clickbait? You know what I mean? People doing likes, shares, and views, and them likes, shares, and views are going to get some people caught up. So I can tell you, me and Storm had a conversation, and because I make sure that we're both covered, if we know that Jaguar was lying, then why leave any of her stuff up? If every YouTuber on the site was to shut down any videos that Jaguar has ever put up, it'd be like she'd be wiped off the face of this internet. One, because we just found it a lie, and y'all still got the videos up trying to do like, click, shares, and views. I shut off every video that I had about Jaguar. I shut it down because I chose to, because I caught her in that one lie. I have conversations where she done called people names, but I'm not willing to put that out there right now, because how do I know these people you telling the truth? And she didn't help take down Jay-Z or anything. These other people behind closed doors, like Allie Carter and these other people like Diddy with Allie Carter, I think Jaguar had some preference in it, but if she had a lot of it in it, where is any of her proof? Where's your affidavit? What did you sign? You said you signed 2 NDAs. That means to shut up. So you got some money, you shut up for all these years, then you came back, pimped everybody on the YouTube streets, and now you want to holler about a video is edited because you couldn't be woman enough to tell the truth. All she really had to do is say Tiffany Haddish gave me some bad weed that day, and I smoked it. And I didn't remember what I said. As an alibi, I say, go say that, Jag. But she would rather say that she did not say that after 300,000 or 400,000 people saw her live, and we were live on the whole thing. She's already looking stupid through the black world now. It doesn't matter about her race. It matters that is she going to be respectable and tell the truth, or she going to keep lying. And what happened is she was expecting me to be like those bloggers. She was expecting me to be like the bloggers, to shut up. And really, even though Storm did let the guy use the videos, when it really went out there, it went out there after Storm did that video on his page talking about him editing the tape, because there's another video on his page. He was in the dark. And I called and told him, I said, Storm, I want to talk to you. And I explained to him what Jag was doing. And I know that hurt Storm feelings. So he went live and he started talking. And then here go Jag texting me to my Storm doing this, and this. I sent her the proof showing the video wasn't edited, but she still got online to do her own merit and try to say that the video was edited. It doesn't matter what I say, it's what I can prove, and I don't deal with liars. And too many people saw that. So if people are still willing to go and do a Jaguar, so be it. Because at the end of the day, these people, they may have committed those crimes, but just don't take your ass over there sticking people on crimes and you don't got the credibility to prove that it's true. You can't do that.
Exactly. Because I've been noticing, but that's what I didn't like. The fact that she said, oh, it was AI. And I was like, what? No, it wasn't. That wasn't AI. You said that. You said right on live with them and you said that.
So what did you think about that? What did you think about looking her in her face and you hearing her say that, and then she got back and say it was AI? What did you feel and think at that time when she said that?
She was lying.
But in the beginning, before this came out, did you believe her?
Like before it came out, the way she was telling it, I was like, I don't know if I could believe her in a way, because I've been around people, even when I did my story on the Latruths, and I've been around people that say they've been in domestic violence, they had stuff happen. You can tell when a person speak on it. You can see them. I didn't see or feel an emotion from her. So I was like, I don't know.
I went
because she was
already, go ahead, baby.
I'm sorry. She was already trying to make her rounds with it at first. She did. At first, she kept, trying to make her rounds with it. And I was like, now let that be, because I didn't hear no more after that. But then it was hard to believe from her.
Make the rounds of what, her saying that he did that to her, or make the rounds of saying that the tape was edited?
Well, make it around and say that he did that to her, that he did something to her.
Okay, so my thing with that is, I went back and looked at a lot of people's videos. I didn't see Jag shed one tear this whole time she been on the internet. Me being stalked by Steve Harvey, and then she threatened to say she started working with somebody in Steve Harvey camp. That's the word on the street now. She said out her own mouth that she's working with somebody in Steve Harvey camp to try to take me on down, knowing I've been victimized behind Steve Harvey. So that tells me that she's not a credible sister, because you will turn around and try to victimize people and victim shame people like she did Love Jones, and that was bad. My thing is, she wanted everybody to believe that she was so credible, and now you done sat here bold-faced lied, If anybody was smart, they would shut those videos down, because right now that it's trending and we done proved her wrong, them people could come back and ask for the whole platform to be snatched down. It wouldn't matter because you knew that it was a lie and y'all slid by the mirror. Now, I'm not saying that everything Jack said was not true. I ain't saying everything was a lie. Some of the things might have been true in her mind or what she felt, but that about that video being edited, that's our main concern. You said Jay-Z did that. We didn't say that. Just to know that she said, I didn't say that, that was edited, I have no more respect for her. I can't believe her. And like, it's almost like you wanted to be seen and make up all this stuff at the jeopardy of what? And yes, Jay-Z has done some wrong things. Let me make myself clear. Okay, and Ramir, I have footage of Ramir when he came on the show with me, and he done did other people too. But Jay-Z, if he had acknowledged that Ramir was his son, then Jay-Z could have been got caught up because sleeping with a minor. Why I say that is because the mama was 16 and he was 23. So you know what that is, statutory, right? So now that's why Jay-Z never admitted to having a son named Ramir, because he didn't want people to know he slept with a minor. But if you'll sleep with her as a minor, you will sleep with other minors too. But don't go and make up stuff because that's what you want to do. So Jaguar, to me, no matter what she has said at this time, your credibility, it don't really matter, because one lie made everything about you tell the story.
Yep, that's true. That is
so I
true.
think you're being wise. I think you're going to grow on YouTube platform, do your own research, how you up here breaking it down to your people, allowing them to, see what's going on. And if it was me and I was wrong, then you have the right to speak on and say, well, I think Essie lying. But when you say Essie lying, bring me up and let me tell you how I'm lying, because you're not going to catch me in a lie. I can't do that because I am an activist. I can't do that because I am a mandated reporter. But sometimes people get mixed up in the title. Because I'm an activist don't mean I won't cuss you out and drag you on this internet. Because I'm an activist don't mean that I'm going to stand for your lie because you want everybody else to stand for your lie. And that's what I think happened. There's a video where Jaguar kept asking me, well, why you questioning me? Why you asking me? That made me know right there that the rest of those bloggers never questioned her, because she didn't like me questioning her.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's when you know that people are trying to hide something when they don't want to come out with everything. Hey, Energy. Hey, love this gentleman. Energy of ATLSA 111. The brother's pushing and he's exposing Jag. Much love to him. He's a very powerful brother. And if I would say you want to join forces and y'all trying to bring something new to the game because y'all young on here doing y'all thing, he's a good brother to hook up with, my sister, for sure. Because what I notice is people who big on the internet, they feel like they can't collaborate with little platforms. I'm gonna jump on any little platform that I see as long as I know they're pushing the truth. You'll probably see me on more little platforms than the platforms that got millions of people. What do I give a flip about? You got millions of people, but you'll still stand for a lie and not the truth. That's part.
True. That's true.
So I didn't mean to interrupt your live. I just want to tell you much love. I really thank you for having me up. Blessings to the chat. Y'all stay focused. Keep your eyes on the YouTube street. Sweetie, that's my phone number up there, and that's my channel to YouTube. Okay. If you ever need me for anything, just reach out and give me a call. And God bless you so much, baby.
Thank you. Same to you. Oh, and I saw that you was a Libra. I said, oh, yeah, me too.
Are you a Libra?
Yes, October 3rd.
Oh, baby, that's why you up here doing Libras. We are one of the few signs that is not an animal, a structure of an individual. Yep. We are the scale of justice. Don't tilt that scale, though. We try to stay balanced. But if you tilt that scale, we coming for the truth. I love my Libras and my Southern people, too. I love all people, but it's something about mine because we Libras, we think differently. We don't think like everybody else. And I'm going to do a show on Libras. I want you to come over there and join me when we do that show. Girl, let them really know what Libras about. And one thing about Libras, we dominate, but we blend with every sign on the zodiac sign. That's because of that scale. You got the you know what I'm saying? You got the Taurus and the bull and the chicken and the whatever. We ain't none of that. We're the scale of justice. And I find that for me to be powerful because I'm an activist with it. So that's like a double whammy. And we're not going to go what everybody tell us. Libras ain't going to do that. We don't want to hear that. We're not going to go what you tell us. We're going to go look it up for ourselves. Am I right, baby?
That's so true.
So people say something about your astrology sign. If some people think it's evil, whatever. Why would God give it to us? Your astrology sign pretty much tell you who you are. Because a lot of those characteristics in a Libra, I hold them and I stand with that. And at 55 years old, I have a 36 and a 38-year-old son. And if they do something not right, they're gonna have to stand, just like everyone else. Period. At any time.
Yep.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna be sitting back in the cut watching. I just want to tell you, thank you very much for having me and Storm on your platform, even if he's not here. If anytime you want to do a story, because some stuff is gonna be coming out about Steve Harvey and a lot of other things as well, feel free to. And any of my footage that I ought to put up there, anything that you want to use on my platform, feel more than free to do it. And God bless you, baby.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Energy, and bye, chat.
Well, y'all, we done got our answer. We don't have to play anymore. Bless us with it. We have hit our 2-hour mark. I love y'all. I will be back. We're going to be talking about Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do want to catch up with that. And then Monday, it will be Baddies. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you guys later. Bye. And please go follow Etsy Berry as well. Bye-bye.